Welcome to Come Get Woo Woo. We're your hosts, Becky and Ro, here to hold space for the unseen, the unspoken, and the deeply felt. This is a place for seekers, for those who sense that there's more, for those who hear between the words, feel beyond the room, and know without knowing why.
Together, we'll explore the language of spirit, the clarity of your clairs, and the signs that rise up when you're ready to notice. You're not imagining it, you're remembering it. This is Come Get Woo Woo.
Ever wonder why a quick trip to the mall in December feels like running an emotional marathon? Do the holidays leave you feeling more drained than merry? Or do you just wish for a week-long nap after every family event? What if your sensitivity isn't a weakness? It's your superpower, especially when the world gets loud and festive. Hey, woo-woo seekers. Welcome back to Come Get Woo-Woo with Becky and Ro. I'm Becky.
And I'm Ro. Today we're diving deep into the empath experience, how to stay open-hearted without burning out, how to feel deeply without drowning, and how to navigate the holidays when every room seems to hum with emotion. We'll share the tools and rituals that help us protect our energy, stay grounded, and still find joy in the given season without giving ourselves away. Before we talk about surviving the holidays, we need to establish exactly what an empath is and how that differs from the psychic gifts we discussed in our class series. So, Becky, what is an empath?
Well, an empath is somebody who possesses a highly sensitive nervous system, which allows them to physically absorb and internalize the emotions of energetic states of other people and environments. So it's not just knowing or understanding what somebody else feels, it's actually taking that energy into your own body. So look at it this way. If you have a friend that's anxious, you may start to feel the tightness in your own chest. Or if you walk into a room and you feel the tension of an argument you weren't even involved in, you just suddenly feel exhausted and actually sometimes even get a headache. The energy is processed as if it originated with you.
And this is why I don't go shopping in December.
Yes.
So how do you know if you're an empath?
Well, there are some ways to recognize. So I'll give you a few of them. So you feel everything. This is where you absorb emotions of people, animals, or even a collection of the world events. You walk into a room and instantly sense the vibe, tension, sadness, or excitement even, before anybody speaks. Emotional movies or music hits you like a tidal wave. If you are a person that cries at Kleenex commercials, this is probably you. I know that I am guilty of that.
Crying at Kleenex commercials?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Or if somebody else is crying, I'm crying. That is what an empath is. Because you can't not cry because you're absorbing their energy.
I avoid those emotional movies with a 10-foot pole. Give me a murder mystery, give me criminal shows, but not an emotional movie.
So you're well versed on any serial killer. Good to know. Good to know.
Yes, yes.
All right. So another very big sign, and I am guilty of this one, is after socializing, you crave solitude, quiet, and even if you can just step yourself into some nature, crowded places and high energy environments feel draining. You sometimes feel guilty for needing that retreat, but it's actually what your body needs to reset.
Oh, this is totally me.
Yeah, considering you can't even go into the stores.
Yeah. And put me in with a crowd of people now. I need to retreat afterwards. I never buy anything at stores that are crowded anyway.
What's your favorite type of retreat? Like, do you go into like a meditation mode, or like I come to the lake because I'm a water sign. So for me, water is purifying. My bath time is sacred to me.
I'll just put the blanket around me and put on a good murder show. That's good for me.
So some cuddle time with the pups and
Yes.
got it. Got it. We're humans as long as
Hmm.
they leave you alone. You can handle the dogs.
Yeah.
Got it. Um here this one was kind of surprising to me, but you're a natural healer or helper. So friends and strangers confide in you. Even at the line at Target, you instantly comfort or take care of others, sometimes to your own exhaustion, but you feel others' pain in your own body and heart. So it's like you're a beacon for those that are being troubled, for them to open up to you. I don't know if you run into that. I get that a lot.
I do get people telling me their life stories. That does happen.
Yep. Well, that's a sign for empaths. So the next one is actually sensitivity to energy and environments. This is certain places can feel heavy, chaotic, or instantly soothing. You might get headaches, chills, or even sudden fatigue in energetically dense places or spaces. You love nature, water, fresh air because they reset your frequency.
You get that though, right?
I do. I do. Hence the reason this is a perfect setting. I come to the lake and I just get to unwind. I mean, I got my friend Teddy. I'll literally give him a hug. That's a tree if anybody hasn't heard that before, but yes, it's my tree.
But certain places feel heavy to you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you. I experienced this. And here's the thing, it's that fine line, am I an empath or is it clairsentient?
Mm.
And I know that we're going to go over that a little bit later, so I won't go into detail. But when friends of mine, well, Dawn and Chris and I went into the caves, I felt that heaviness. Had I been alone, I don't know if I would have continued with the tour
Oh,
because it was
okay.
that heavy to me. But I did, and I enjoyed it. But it was just like, ugh, you know.
Yeah, I like to go visit old places, but I don't ever remember having that heavy feeling.
I always use this word, but if we just have never paid attention to it before, like you've gone into rooms and you've not noticed, like you noticed maybe a feeling because you either enjoyed it or you didn't enjoy it, but we just kind of blow it off.
Hmm. No. Well, for me, because it's been more recent.
Okay.
So I think if it was a few years ago, then I would say it would probably be something that I would need to like notice
Mm.
or pay attention. um, but I've tried to pay a little bit more attention nowadays for
Hmm.
that. Oh, is the ghost going to come see me or something?
I'm still waiting for that one.
Hmm.
So our next one is going to be, that you sense things before they happen. So you just know something is off or somebody needs you. So this could be you're intuitively urged or nudged to give a call to somebody, or you have a vivid dream about somebody. It's that gut feeling that proves to be true. This overlaps with claircognizance and clairsentience. Like I said, we'll go over those a little bit later. But so it's your empathetic sense, is your intuition speaking through your body. I do that. I'll call Jenna if I just like, I need to give her a call, or somebody else. I think we do it a lot with each other. Somebody sends out a text like, hey, is anybody else feeling this energy? Because we can feel when you're closely knit and have a connection, like the six of us do on Monday nights, it is amazing how we can pick up. I know Chris has texted me before, hey, how you feeling? And I'm like, I've got this bad headache and it won't go away.
I think you guys definitely have a strong sense there.
Just us, Ro. I think you do too. You have a habit of checking in with people when somebody needs to be checked on. So yeah,
good.
you have that too. So now this one was surprising to me is you avoid conflict, but you feel it intensely, but you try to avoid conflict at any cost, which this just screams Libra energy, by the way.
It sure does. That's me.
Even small arguments or criticism linger in your energy for days. You struggle with being around anger or hostile people. You feel emotional frequency as pressure or pain. You often play peacemaker or mediator without even trying to. So with that, do you do a lot of that where you play peacemaker or you avoid conflict altogether?
Oh, yeah, I do all of that.
I think depending on the person, but I do, if it's somebody close to me, I don't have a problem with the conflict. But if it's somebody that I am not familiar with, then I totally will. So I think that's a different level. Okay, so we have physical or sensory sensitivity. So this is loud noises, bright lights, strong smells can be overwhelming. You're more affected by caffeine, sugar, or even stress. And you might have a digestive or nervous system issues, especially when energetically overloaded. Thought that was really interesting. Do you have that?
Yeah, I don't like loud noise. Like, I'll turn down my radio so I could see better, that type of
Yep. No, I get it. I get it.
And strong smells, no. A instant headache with anything that has a strong smell.
So going through the perfume aisle at the department store, how's that work for you?
I'll hold my breath.
Perfect. That's one way to avoid it, right?
Yeah. Avoid eye contact.
You're avoiding eye contact. Do you ever leave the house then? I'm only kidding. Only
when I have to.
So the last one that I have for you today is actually you experience emotional echoes. So you're going to pick up moods from other people and can't tell if it's yours or theirs. You might feel anxious or sad after talking to somebody, even when you were just fine before. Like before you started talking to them, you were absolutely fine, but you leave that conversation and you're upset. Not because of what you were talking about. It was just because of their mood. Recognizing these patterns is step one to mastering the energetic field. So we've just talked about recognizing how you can see this. What are some triggers or challenges that empaths might have with the holiday season?
Holiday seasons create an intense spike in emotional energy. You have excitement, stress, forced joy, family anxiety, grief, obligation, and it goes on and on. Empaths are swimming in a turbulent sea of collective feelings. So the four main triggers is crowds and retail. So the sheer density of frantic energy in shopping malls and travel hubs is overwhelming. I totally agree.
So no Black Friday shopping for you.
Oh, hell no.
All right.
People are crazy to go out there. Black Friday.
Well, you're talking to one. I'm just not going to lie. It's a bigger, small town. And we do it for the sheer fun of it. My sisters and I, it's been a family tradition. My mom started it. My kid and all the girls, It's a girl's thing.
I'm sorry, I don't see the fun in that. But anyway,
Okay.
the next one is family obligations, forced closeness with complex family dynamics, the expectation of happiness versus the reality of old emotional patterns. So it could be very hard there. Grief and nostalgia. The holidays amplify past grief and collective sadness or loneliness. And then you have sensory overload. Bright lights, loud music, strong scents, and too much food, sugar overload. The empath sensitive nervous system. So the result is you have a very exhausted, anxiety, feeling not yourself, inexplicable sadness, or catching others people's stress person.
So here's a question for you, Ro. Can you tell us what's the difference between empaths and the clairs?
Oh, I'd love to. So the primary difference lies in the mechanism of reception and the direction of energy. So intuition and being an empath are both powerful ways in receiving information, but they operate very differently. So the clairs allow you to receive messages from the world or spirit without absorbing the energy. They come through as flashes of insight, feelings, visions, or inner knowing, and the energy generally stays outside of your body. Empaths, on the other hand, absorb energy directly into their physical and emotional body, making them feel as what others are experiencing as if it was their own. The clairs work through your intuitive senses: clairaudience, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairalience, and clairgustance. And they are channeled through your chakras, particularly the third eye and the crown. Empathy works mainly through the solar plexus, acting like a giant energetic sponge. With the clairs, the challenge is translating and trusting the message you receive. With empathy, the challenge is managing the energy you absorb and clearing it so it doesn't overwhelm you.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Think of it this way. If you are clairsentient, you might sense that someone is anxious. You can be intuitive without being an empath, and empath without being highly psychic. But if you are both, the holiday season becomes a twofold mission: managing psychic input while clearing the energetic sponge, which explains why this time of the year can feel so intense. So it's like a double whammy. So, Becky, do you want to go over the empathic energy system?
Sure. So, in order for us to understand how to protect our energy during the holiday season, you need to know where an empath operates. So, a highly sensitive person relies on three key chakras and experiences these gifts through unique clairs. While all chakras matter, this is where empaths experience, absorb, and release the bulk of their non physical energy. So, first we have the solar plexus, which is located just above the belly button. It's the seat of your personal power, will, and boundaries. This is your control center. When healthy, it strongly states what is mine and what is not. But when it's weak or unprotected, the solar plexus acts like an open door, absorbing everyone else's stress, anxiety, or unwanted energy. Managing this center is absolutely crucial to protecting your emotional space this season. So then next we have the heart chakra. This is going to be the center of love, compassion, and emotional exchange. For an empath, this is truly your emotional sponge. This is where you feel everything. When your heart chakra is balanced, it radiates unconditional love and connection. But when it's overloaded by external sadness, tension, or even conflict, it absorbs too much. This absorption leaves you feeling drained, depressed, and emotionally overwhelmed, even if the feelings don't belong to you. And I think that one's a hard one, don't you think? Because you want to be open, but yet at the same time, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
Yeah.
okay, so finally we have the root chakra, which is located at the base of your spine, which governs grounding, stability, and your sense of survival. So, your instincts. That's where this one is. So, this is going to be your anchor. When the emotional energy around you, say at a crowded family dinner or a busy mall, swells into chaos, the root chakra is what keeps you physically anchored to your body and to the earth. A strong root chakra prevents you from mentally floating away or feeling totally unsafe when the environment feels unstable. So, by strengthening your connection here, you maintain your center no matter how turbulent the waters become around you. I know you found some subchakras that are related to empaths. Do you want to go over them? And then after you, I'll finish it.
Yeah, some of them are new.
Oh, fun.
Yep. So within the solar plexus chakra, there are two sub centers. This is where empathic absorption begins. The first is what they call the emotional intake point. This is located just above the navel. This acts as an energetic mouth. It's where you unconsciously take in others' emotions and vibes. If this point is overactive, you feel everyone's stress before they even speak. The clairs that support this subchakra are clair empathy, which is feeling others' emotions or energy fields directly. Clairsomatic awareness, feeling another person's emotion or pain physically within your own body. And claircognizance empathy, you instantly know what someone feels. To balance, visualize a soft golden filter over your navel that only allows energy aligned with peace or love to enter. So, like that, everything else stays out, only love and peace.
I know, I need to strengthen that one.
So, the second one is called the boundary gate, and it's the mid solar plexus. This one is at the diaphragm. This one determines how much you absorb and how much you reflect. When this subchakra is underactive, you become overly compliant or drained. When balanced, it says, I can witness emotion without holding it. So the clairs that support this subchakras are clair spatial awareness, where you read the energy of a room or home, and clair projection, and that's your ability to push energy outward. To balance, do breath work that expands the diaphragm. You sit or lie down, one hand on your chest and one on your upper abdomen. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your diaphragm, not your chest, expand outward like a balloon just under your ribs. Exhale through your mouth with a gentle sound, visualizing golden light radiating out from the solar plexus like a shield. Repeat for 3 to 5 minutes. Energetically, it retrains your field to push energy outward instead of absorbing everything.
So I don't know about you, but I actually have difficulty breathing through my abdomen. I usually end up through my chest area instead. So
Mm.
I actually heard about this and I've tried it. You know me, I have to talk and move my hands at the same time. So even though you can't see me, I'll be doing this. So you can actually control where you're breathing by using your hands. So if you're using your thumb and your index finger, this is actually going to cause you to breathe in through your chest and actually your third eye area. So if you're ever doing like visualization practices, this is the one you want to use. So this is going to be your lungs and your crown. Okay.
Oh, that's the one that they use when they're sitting on the floor and you see them in yoga position?
Absolutely, because they're looking at finding the center, and
Mm.
kind of that. So then you have the thumb and the middle finger, and this is going to be more of your throat and a rib cage area. So this is going to be the upper abdomen and the heart. So that is what you're going to use if you want to breathe through that area. Now, if you want to breathe through your belly and your lower rib cage area, this is going to be right where your solar plexus and your lower lungs. You're going to be using your thumb and your ring finger to do that. Middle finger, ring finger, I think those could be the ones that you're using to do this breathing exercises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you have the thumb and the pinky, and this is going to be your heart center and your pelvic basin. So kind of that lower part of your sacral chakra and your emotional body. And a fun thing is anytime you want to all your centers and harmonize all of them, you're going to use it palms up. So I just find that very interesting and helpful for me. So sharing that. So I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead and keep going.
Love that trick. I was trying it while you were talking.
Yes.
So, empaths often think that their heart chakra is too open, but in truth, it's the subchakras that get overused. You have the front heart portal, which is located at the center of your chest. This is the giving and receiving center where compassion flows out and other emotions flow in. The clairs that support this subchakra are clair empathy, clairsentience, which is sensing subtle energetic shifts. To balance, visualize a rose blooming here. Its petals open only as much as it feels safe. I love the rose.
I know.
Then we have the back heart portal, which is located between the shoulder blades. This is your energetic exhaust. It releases emotional residue you've carried for others. When blocked, you feel heavy, achy, or stuck. And the clairs that support this subchakras are clairsomatic awareness, especially for physical empath fatigue. To balance, lie on your back and imagine light flowing out through this portal, releasing everyone else's energy back to source.
So I wonder the tension in your shoulders. Do you think this is because this area is blocked and you're not releasing what you need to release, and then it's becoming an achy spot in your body?
I think that could be, for sure.
Well, now I'm going to have to do that exercise even more.
I never really thought about it.
Yeah, I hadn't either until you started saying it.
Then we have two root subchakras. These two root subchakras are the two key grounding points that matter for empaths. So we have the foot chakras, the soles of the feet, which I think we talked about before. These are literal grounding plugs that drain absorbed energy into the earth. The clairs that support this subchakra are clairsomatic and clairspatial awareness. And clairspatial awareness is your awareness of being in your body. To balance, visualize cords of red or black light rooting deep into the ground. You can even tap the bottoms of your feet to open them physically. Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then next is the tailbone chakra. So the tailbone's located at the base of the spine, sometimes called the earth gateway. This one holds ancestral memory and collective trauma. Overactive during the holidays or family events, it can make you absorb lineage grief or guilt. The clairs that support this subchakra are clairtransference, and that's taken on generational energy. To balance, sit or stand tall and visualize sending inherited heaviness down through your spine into the earth for composting. I didn't know that a chakra could hold ancestral memories.
I wonder if that isn't because it's overactive during the holidays, you feel guilt and grief.
Mm.
I don't know. Well, I have a few.
Ooh, let's hear them.
I have the hand and skin subchakras. So empaths read people through touch and proximity. That's because thousands of micro subchakras are in the palms, fingertips, and skin. Let's start with the hand chakra. So the hand chakra located at the center of your palm, they transmit and receive energy. When open, you may feel heat, buzzing, or even a vibration when near people or sacred objects. The clairs that support this subchakra is clairtangency or clairsomatic awareness. And to balance it, rub your hands together and shake them off after being in crowds that discharge energy. The reason why I found this really shocking, and I don't know if you do it, but I do it, is I will actually run my hands over like a table of crystals to see which one I actually am drawn to. And it's almost like I feel this
Tingly?
yeah, tingle feeling in the middle of my palm when I know that that's the one I need or want. Okay, need is a very loose term. But I found this one very interesting because I did it and I didn't even know that I was using that hand chakra. So yeah. So the next one is the skin chakra. This is part of your auric membrane. Overactive skin chakras create like that crawling, overstimulated feeling when you're around strong energy fields. The clair that supports this subchakra is clairsomatic and clairempathy. To balance, lightly brush your arms and legs downward with your hands after social events. It's a signal to your aura to close. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Both of them were.
Yeah, I like that. You just close it, nobody could read it too.
If there is that, yeah. So I do have a couple more. So you have the high heart and thymus chakra, which is the transmuter. So between the heart and the throat sits the high heart, which is called the thymus chakra. So sometimes the seat of compassion. This is where empathy evolves into higher service. So you no longer absorb emotions, you transmute them into love. So the clairs that support this subchakra is clairempathy, clairgnosis, and clairprojection. To balance this, gently tap on the thymus, which is the upper chest bone, while repeating, I am clear, I am center, I am love.
I think that high heart chakra is pink.
Oh, that would be why heart is pink and green.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. So the last one that I have is the solar heart bridge. So this is where knowing meets feeling. So for advanced empaths, and we all know that this is you because we've read all of the signs and you checked all the marks. There's often an energetic bridge between the solar plexus and the heart, a subtle band of light that allows claircognizance empathy to activate. When open, you instantly understand others' emotions without having to feel pain directly. This is the next level empath evolution, moving from absorption to awareness with discernment. So, to balance this, visualize a golden bridge of light connecting your navel to your heart. Set the intention, I understand, but no longer absorb.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like that one. So, can you tell us what are some of the ways that an empath can protect themselves? Because, we went over where it is, but let's protect ourselves.
Oh, I'd love to. Your first line of defense is to be proactive. These are essential but simple steps to protect your energy, ground your body, and set clear boundaries before you even step out the door. So the first one is the bubble technique. I love the bubble technique.
You love the bubble technique.
So you visualize a shield of light, white, gold, violet, whatever one you want, around your entire aura. Use the shield as a reflective surface where it's going to bounce negative energy away and allowing your own loving energy to flow out. I just told Amy to use a gold light, but
Oh,
that's
I
what I
think you
use.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gold. Nice little gold light. And then you have the mirror technique. Visualize placing a mirror facing outward over the solar plexus to send unwelcome energy back to its source. So this is similar to the mirror necklace set.
Yeah, this is my go-to. I haven't perfected the bubble technique yet.
And they are beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And then you have physical grounding. You have the roots exercise. Before leaving the car or entering a building, visualize roots dropping from the soles of your feet deep into the earth, anchoring your energy. And the tactile anchors. You could wear heavy jewelry, carrying grounding stones such as black tourmaline or hematite, or focusing on a weighted blanket or cozy clothes.
Oh, I like the weighted blanket.
Very nice. Then we have emotional boundaries. So the exit strategy, as they say. Pre-communication. Decide in advance what topics are off limits. Politics.
Ah,
Relationships, weight, religion, and rehearse a simple exit line.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm. The time limit. So commit to a specific time limit for the event, ensuring the empath has a clear endpoint to look forward to. You could say, I could only stay for an hour, something like that. Then we have the safe space. So identify a safe timeout location. So it could be the bathroom, taking the dog out, stepping onto a quiet porch for a 5-minute energetic reset. So we went over before we leave the house. Becky, what can we do after we leave the house when we are on the outside world? What can we do to help us?
Well, once you're out in the world, energy management shifts to active clearing and maintenance. Use techniques the moment you feel overwhelmed or immediately when you return to your safe space. The first one is going to be the solar plex scans. The solar plex is your empathetic primary receiver. So do a quick body scan during the difficult moments. So if the gut feeling feels tight, tense, or nauseating, it means that you're holding energy that's not yours. So I think that's a very good description of like when it's time to either get out. Another clearing technique is the zip up. So using 2 fingers, zipping up technique along the center line of your body to seal the energy field quickly. I've never done this, but it seems interesting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of our teachers used to do that, the altar major area.
Yeah.
You put duct tape on that area so
Yeah.
you don't absorb. Yeah. So that's interesting. So then there's the saltwater cleanse. So immediately upon returning home, encourage maybe a salt bath, a quick scrub with a salt mixture to physically and energetically shed absorbed energy. So sometimes what I've also done is smudge myself. This one I love. the gift return principle. So if you realize that you're holding somebody else's anxiety, anger, teach yourself to mentally say, return to sender with love. It is not about rejecting a person. It's about rejecting the energy exchange.
Oh, I like that.
I wish
Yeah.
I knew all these techniques years ago. Oh my gosh, I was always overwhelmed at the holidays.
And with you being a hairdresser, I'm sure you're getting everybody else's anxieties regarding the
I, I,
holidays.
I do. So I have one more, which is candle clearing. You light a candle and visualize its flame burning away any residual energy. You can say, as the flame flickers, imagine it consuming all of the emotional residue that isn't yours. Plain and simple. That's kind of fun. Do you
Mm,
have any tips that anybody can use?
I do. So, first up is the instant energetic resets. These are tools you use when you're in the middle of a chaotic gathering and you can't sneak away for an hour. Think of it as your 5 minute energetic lifeline. So we have the tree connection reset or mini meditation. Step outside, place your hand on a tree trunk, and silently thank it for helping you release what doesn't belong to you. Let the earth recalibrate your system. I was thinking of your tree.
Yes, I love Teddy. Something that you can do really quickly. Take time out and do one of our sacred tree meditations. We've got many, many different ones, especially on clearing and helping you through some difficult spots.
Oh, great. Yes. Glad you brought that up. Yeah, we have so many out there now.
We do have a lot.
And we're adding to them weekly.
Always. Yes.
Then we have the chair trick. So before events, imagine placing an empty chair beside you for other people's emotions. So when you feel flooded, mentally direct the energy to the chair, not your body. So that one's cool.
That is kind of nice.
And create a polite phrase like, I'm going to get some air, that lets you step away from intensity guilt free. So that'll be your exit cue or phrase.
I really like that one.
Oh, awesome.
I have some things for energy shields. So using some crystals. So I carry crystals. In fact, I have them in my bra. I've got them in my pocket. I've got them on my neck. I've got them on my arm, everywhere. Keeping stones nearby for protection and clearing. So if you want something that's going to be protective and grounding, black tourmaline, obsidian, hematite, those are all great for shielding and grounding. But if you're looking for something that's going to be more for joy or compassion, then rose quartz and citrine are great for those. So that's going to be a heart mood. For a defense, which this one is my absolute favorite stone. I love this one, labradorite. And then you have smoky quartz. Those are going to be your energetic defenses. But one of the things that I have never done until I started on this thing is calling your archangels. Archangel Michael, or even your guides, they're wonderful. And then one of the things that I do on a regular basis is you can do it physically or you can do it visually, is to smudge. I use Palo Santo. I love that one. And they can make a gigantic difference.
I have some energetic boundaries that I could do.
I love that. I lack boundaries a lot of times, so my ears are open.
Creating energetic boundaries, it isn't just about saying no to people, it's about shifting your mindset so you stop carrying other people's stuff. These are the mental and emotional practices you need to maintain your sovereignty. So, permission to say no. Grant yourself the permission to say no without guilt.
You know, I'm part of a group, and one of the things I had to learn is no is a complete sentence.
Mm.
You don't have
Sure.
to explain yourself. You don't have to do anything. You just say no.
It sure is. Practice short phrases like, let me get back to you, or I need to look at my calendar and see where that fits in, or thank you for the invite. Let me touch base with you tomorrow. Or I can't commit to the whole thing, but I could stop by for an hour. So those are some, phrases that you could use to buy yourself some time.
I absolutely love that.
Then I have detach with love. So create a mantra for yourself. It could be you can care without carrying, or be the lighthouse, not the lifeboat.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. Or offer your love, but keep your load light. You can be compassionate without taking on energetic burden. Do you have anything for like to sensory reset?
Actually, I love that I get to do this one because I think it's pretty powerful. Sensory reset is where you can manage to sneak away for 10 minutes. These are tools that help relate to your nervous system. We're talking about quick aromatherapy, sound healing, even simple breathing techniques that you can do and then just bring your energy back to center. I like this one. And when we found it, I told you about it and I was like, I'm going to do this one. It's called an energy sweep. So basically what you're doing is you're brushing your hands lightly down your body, back and front, saying, I release what's not mine. Super simple. The aromatherapy mist, create an aura mist by blending essential oils like lavender, frankincense in water and spritz your aura or your space. Now, for me, I have Florida water in a little spray bottle that I actually take. It's in my purse, so I can just spritz it. It smells really good.
Now, these two, lavender and frankincense, are they too heavy to wear on your skin?
I don't think so. If you don't like scents because you're sensitive, sometimes sound clearing. So you've got tuning forks, bells, frequencies. So then another one, you have the mini vagus nerve activation. To calm your nerve system, quickly hum your favorite tune and exhale slowly while making a gentle sound. I like that
I'm
one.
trying to do that.
Trying to do that without being on mic.
Yeah. Well, how do you exhale? Do you exhale through your nose? Go,
Hum and and it's right through your nose and you're kind of because what it does is it vibrates that vagus nerve.
Okay.
And the next one is obviously the salt cleanse. We already talked about that. Even if it's just um, you know, washing off the day's energy by just a quick shower, and they have these things that go on the bottom of your showers that have so when the hot water hits the aroma comes up, and you can get those with different aromatherapy if you have time for a shower.
Yeah, you'd have to have time for it.
Yeah. So that's more of a when you get home type of thing. The next one is a fun little thing, and I'm mentioning it just because Jenna did this for a friend of mine. My friend's birthday is in December, so my daughter made her an affirmation jar. It started off as a gratitude jar, but what Jenna did is she wrote different affirmations in this, and they were all hers. She made it all up, and it was all on slips of piece of paper, and she just put it in like a quart jar,
Mm-hmm.
and she wrapped it up and gave it to her. And every single time that she was feeling blue or she needed to pick me up, she would pull one of these pieces of papers out of the jar. And it would be like, you're beautiful, and I just wanted you to know that. Or, I hope you have a wonderful day. You can make that for somebody, or you can make it for yourself. So it's just a reminder that somebody loves you and that you're worth it.
They also sell them too.
Do they sell them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's where Jenna got the idea.
Yeah, because a few years ago, somebody that worked for me, her husband passed, and I got her something similar to that. a little
Oh,
jar for 30 days to open up every day.
oh, I like that. Yeah, I had no idea that they did that. So this is actually a technique where you have a bowl of salt near the front door, and especially if you're hosting, this absorbs any chaotic or external energy after gatherings. When you walk into the house, you're getting rid of all the energy that's like a bad energy. And maybe if you're hosting, that might not be a bad idea just to have it and hopefully greet your guest at the door and let them let the salt absorb some of their energy so that it's not so chaotic.
Oh, I like that. Any kind of salt?
It just says regular salt. So toss it the next morning with gratitude. So, return it to the earth.
Awesome.
Those are some tools that you can do, um, to help get rid of the energy. So, Ro, do you use any of these techniques at all to help, or are you maybe going to even try some of these techniques?
I've used the energy sweep. I do have a set of tuning forks.
Oh, I don't have those.
Um,
I have singing bowls.
I have one little singing bowl.
I have the one that you gave me.
Yeah, that's the one I
I
have. I bought
Okay.
one for myself too.
Ah,
And I'm not a bath person. I don't have bells.
I have a frequency machine, and so do you. And I know that there's a specific name for it, but I don't remember what it is. It starts with an S.
Yeah, I can't think. My mind is blank right now.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and I do have like a sage mist.
Never done sage. I should probably, I'm going to have to try that one.
Or what about like a sage candle?
Oh, I can't imagine that wouldn't work
Right?
because it's a sage candle, the candle lighting, cleansing and consuming all the emotional residue that
Yeah.
isn't yours. Still, I think my favorite one is the exit cue, coming up with a nice, strong exit strategy.
Yeah. And you don't have to answer right there on the spot.
Yeah. Yep. And for me, that used to be a trigger of like, no, I've got to give them an answer. Otherwise, they're going to be upset.
So, as we wrap up today's episode, we've learned the essential tools: shielding, grounding, energetic clearing, and why the simple word no is the most powerful spell in an empath's arsenal. Remember, surviving the holidays isn't about avoiding people, it's about consciously tending to your own vibrational space so you can enjoy the season without sacrificing your peace. Now is your time to put these tools to use. Take that courageous pause that feels true to your energy. Establish the invisible boundary around yourself, even if it's just a firm internal commitment. And start living from the feeling that your energy is safe and sovereign, no matter how big the crowd gets. Your inner calm isn't about luxury, it's the foundation of your power. It's waiting for you to claim it and protect it. I just loved this episode, and I feel like I've learned a lot about myself
I agree. Same here.
and how to protect myself. So, do you have anything else to share, Becky?
I do. We'll be taking a short break to rest, recharge, and soak up the season's energy. We'll be back on December 29th, and we'll be focusing on the 9 words for the month from the Woo Woo Seeker's Journal, A Journey for Your Signs and Symbols, Book 1. All of our meditations are available to you on YouTube to deepen your experience. We'll share our interpretations of the words, and if you feel called to send us yours, please email us at woowooseekers@gmail.com. And here are the 3 words for this week from the Woo Woo Seeker's Journal, A Journey for Your Signs and Symbols, Book 1. Empowerment, doorway, clock. See what rises, see what resonates. If you can find all the words and meditations in our monthly newsletter on our website, comegetwoowoo.com. We release the meditations the first of every month. Remember, you can visit at Woo Woo Seekers on YouTube to listen to the meditations for these words. And to support your energetic work, remember that we have companion meditations for most of our episodes at our YouTube channel at Come Get Woo Woo. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for getting woo-woo with us today. If something sparked a memory, a message, or just made you smile, share it with a fellow seeker because the journey is always better when you can grow together. Be sure to find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Woo Woo Seekers so you can like, follow, and subscribe.
You can also follow us by visiting our website, comegetwoowoo.com. We are so much more than just another podcast. We're building a community of seekers just like us. We love hearing from you. If you've got signs, symbols, or stories that you want to share, email us at woowooseekers@gmail.com. Or any questions about today's episode, you can email us at comegetwoowoo@gmail.com.
Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and as always, come get woo-woo with us.